I'm going to show you some gross motor activities which actually helps for children with dyspraxia. It helps them to improve their muscle strength, their overall coordination, their overall strength. So I'm going to show you a few examples. Whenever you're starting a gross motor program, you can actually start with some warm-up exercises. So some of the warm-up exercises will start like you can do some squats, a full squat, or you can do a half squat. You can do lunges back. And then we can do some warm-ups for your shoulders. We can do shoulder shrugs like that, which actually frees up the movements of the shoulders. And this is really tough one. You can actually do shoulder spirals. So you start with small circles like this, getting bigger and faster. Now you can see it's getting bigger and faster. And all the time you have to keep your whole body kind of stable. So only your shoulders are moving. And then you can go the opposite way. So now we have finished the warm-ups, then we're going to do some exercises. Now I'm going to show you some real gross motor exercises. So first I'm going to show some front crawl. So we're going to crawl like an animal on fours. So just move like that. So then, so it really improves your strength in your shoulders, actually, and also in your legs. Now I have some materials here. So these are commercially available balance boards. So what you're going to do, you're going to have the child. You have to be very careful. Hold the child, get them in. So hold them all the time. So probably I have a shoe which is a little slippery. So I'm going to take off my shoes. So I'm going to stand on that. So you're going to hold the child all the time when they're getting in there. So see if they can balance on that. If they're fine with that, you can do different things with that. You can get them to squat on that. You can see how your whole balance is working there. So you can do a full squat if it's possible, or just half squats. And if possible, you can also keep your leg right at the middle. You can take one leg off, and you can really balance. That's very good. So it also depends upon the children's abilities. So if the children are unable, you have to hold them all the time. So the safety of the child is very important in this. Okay. Now, I have a skipping rope. You might have seen this. A lot of kids play with this. And this is actually a very good medium to improve their gross motor skills. So it involves jumping. It involves a lot of coordination. It involves the strength of the shoulders. So you can see the shoulders moving. And it needs a good coordination because you need to move and you need to jump at the same time. So no, I don't have good coordination here, but the kids will really enjoy this. So you can do pairing, you can have other children with that. So it's a great medium to improve the coordination and gross motor skills. So next, I have a little hula hoop here. So you can do a lot of things with the hula hoop. No, I can't actually really do that, but I can show you something else. So what you can ask the kids to do is jump inside with both legs together, and you're going to do backwards. So it's really good, again, to improve their coordination. And I'm going to bring in a little obstacle here. So I'm going to push so you're going to have to put in front of the child. You can get the child to stand with two legs together and get them to jump over it. So we're not going to get them to jump back. So it's just over it. So we can actually increase or decrease the size of the obstacle based on the child's height or their abilities. Okay, this is really good to improve their strength, their muscle tone, their overall coordination. Now, this is a very common thing we do in school. A lot of small exercises, like we call it star jump, or so the star jump goes like this. So you can get them to jump out, in, out, in. So this actually improves the coordination between the upper half and the lower half, and the overall coordination. If the child finds it difficult to do a star jump, you can just say, keep the hands all together. You can just say, call them out. When you call out, they go like this. When they call in, they go like this. So you can do it very slowly, and slowly they'll pick up the rhythm of it, and the overall coordination will improve. Now I'm going to show you some activities which will improve ball skills for a child. Ball skills are really very important because they actually integrate a child socially in a school environment. Because if a child does have poor ball skills, they actually don't go and play with anyone else. So it's really, really important. So now I have a few small tips to improve that. So I have a little basket here. So we'll see this as a target. So you can actually, I'm going to show in a short distance here because we don't have a lot of space here. So what I'm going to do is we can have either a ball or a beanbag and get the child to throw into the target. So you can actually increase the distance. You can go back and you can get them to do that inside the target. Again, it can be added as a fun game. You can have count them 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10. We can do as a group activity, which really improves. So especially when you need to improve ball skills, we can go from big balls, so catching a balloon, catching a big softball, then slowly, progressively reduce the size of the ball to increase the complexity of the skills. So also, we can have a ball in the hand, so you can start with the beanbag first. So we can throw up and catch. So that's really simple. So we can make it a little bit complex by throwing up, clapping your hands. So they get the idea of the coordination and the rhythm in it. So throw up, catch, and catch. So we can actually improve the complexity by actually clap twice. So that's increase the complexity. Beanbag is easy to catch. So we can do the same thing with a tennis ball. Throw up, catch. Throw up, catch. And again, if you need to improve the complexity of that, you can actually have 2 tennis balls and start juggling around. We can also use the ball to throw against a wall and catch it back. So you can throw like that. So if you don't throw it properly, that's what happens. It won't come back to you. So you have to use an exact force. So the children learn when they get the feedback from the wall. So slowly when they practice. So a lot of practice is needed, especially for children with dyspraxia. So now you see it might be better now. So I have a better coordination. See, now I know where the ball went the first time. So I have the feedback in my brain, and that helps me to throw better the next time when it comes to me. And this actually practice helps you to improve those skills. I have demonstrated a lot of little activities to improve the gross motor skills. The benefits of all of them is, especially with a child with developmental coordination disorder or dyspraxia, they have a lot of problems with coordination, they have low tone, they have poor muscle strength, and all these activities which I showed, they improve all of this. They improve the muscle tone of the body, they improve the overall coordination, improve the rhythm of their movements, and actually it helps them the overall coordination. Now, I have showed you a lot of activities which are commercially available and we can always do in school, but there are a lot of things we can do in a school environment or in a home environment which is readily available. Like we call it household chores. Same thing in school, we can get them to lift a table, help them arrange the table. So when they're lifting that, it improves their strength and everything. So they can carry books as well around the class. And again, going back to house, we can also do, when they're doing a lawn moving, we can rake up the grass. We can help daddies at home with hammering, screwing. So these are all kind of household chores. There's loads and loads of household chores we can involve the children, which actually improves the confidence, the overall strength, and also the social skills at the end.